So this was early in the morning. I wanted to be on time at my place in the camper site in Granada because they tend to fill up pretty quickly. And as a Dutchman in the flattest country on earth, seeing these snow peak tops is absolutely beautiful. Wow. So it's morning. Decided to go early because I'm going to Granada. Try to get the place so I can go to the Alhambra tomorrow. What I got here, look at that, people. Wow. Now, I'll probably not be able to film anything from the car, so that's why I'm doing it now. That is beautiful. So the early bird catches the worm, as they say. I was very early at this campsite because it was full quite quickly. I walked into town. I took the bus. Actually, this is the bus station. Well, the buses in Granada, nobody can actually help you because nobody knows where they're going to. But I got into the center, and this was the first fountain I found just behind the bus station. So I thought, you know what? Let's have a look over here. I spent, I think, in total like 4.5, 5 hours in the city. So I got to see a lot just walking around, and let's have a look. I mean, just the atmosphere. It's just, yeah, I like it. So walking down the road, I found this cathedral. This is another one. Huge. Yeah, so these are more pictures from around town. Actually, talking into these videos that you only see the pictures is harder than I thought it'd be, because you know, you got all those different kinds of pictures, all those different kinds of video. You edit them up, you have to say something about those pictures, and it's already a few days later. So I might be repeating myself with stunning, beautiful, wow, and all that kind of shit. But you know, that's the way it goes. And some of these pictures are taken the second day, actually, when I was in Granada to go to the Alhambra. But it was just easier to do the Alhambra separate in the second part of this video that will upload another time. So first, this is the city of Granada whenever I was there. And you see me here. This is a selfie standing next to El Capitan Fernando González de Córdoba, if I remember correctly. This is a square where I think there was the local council building. All these houses also, they have these different colors, small, narrow streets. This is one large street with all kinds of small cafes and daily menus. This is a statue of Lorca, the writer who was killed by Franco, if I'm not mistaken. So he was my height, by the way. This is where I had a nice little meal. I had 2 meals that day, actually. Yeah, some they eat in Spain, they eat the small meals, so that was fine. So walking around town, I came across this huge cathedral. It's in the center of Granada, and it's pretty high, and you see all the houses are just built up very close, so the streets are quite narrow. You see a lot of youth sitting here, as Granada is a student city. So yeah, they hang out. There are some bars there and all kinds of spices you can buy there. mean, this thing is huge. I'd say it's like 25 meters high or something. I must say, the food you get in Spain, wherever you go, it's often quite good. You get like this, it's like a starter with a nice beer. Coffee is often included. Hey, look, there's a tramp. And yeah, you're full at the end of your meal, that's for sure. So I also went to Botanical Garden, was in the center of town, and I'll talk about it in the video that's behind this one. But yeah, some great little stuff to find. Nice flowers, bushes, trees. It was nice weather. I could just sit there. It didn't cost anything to come in, so I could just take some pictures and so on. I went actually into this building, which supposedly was a university. So when I walked in, a lot of students walked out, and I got the impression that I wasn't really welcome there as a tourist. So I got out again and had another look around. I think I sat there for about 15 to 20 minutes and just enjoying the view. Really stunning. Yeah, like I said, all kinds of trees, all kinds of nice little places to check up and read a little place that says what actually kind of tree it was. And this is on the left side of the Botanical Garden, and this is me on my way to the next adventure. Right, so we're in a botanical garden. It's free of entry. The only bad thing is the thing behind me, but I have to leave the shit anywhere. My God, Granada is a beautiful city. Now I got here early today because everywhere it's full because Morocco is closed because of COVID. So all the camper vans, they all stick in Spain. So the Germans, the French, the Spanish, everybody gets stuck in Spain and Portugal. So I was here around 10 o'clock in the morning. I arrived here and I still had a place because somebody just left. And I saw people coming in at 11:30 and it was like, no, sorry, full, you have to go somewhere else. So I was lucky, but look around here. I'm in Granada. Just had a nice meal. Just Botanical Garden I am now. I mean, all these houses here as well, they're old, they have those wall paintings. And I mean, Spain has got a bit of a history. I mean, Jesus. That is just turn around here. Yeah, all kinds of plants, and you could spend a day here and find out where it all comes from. I've seen China, Australia. I bet there's a tulip from Holland somewhere. But this was a good idea to come here. Wow. So these are just some extra views walking around town. This was when I came down from the Alhambra, but since it's road pictures, I put it in the first video. Well, some people say I might be foolish to do this, but instead of just having in a hot spot in the center of town with a lovely view, I like to just walk around town and go into some. I think this is some suburb, probably not the best, but find a place here, and I'm on the side of a busy street, nothing spectacular. But this is the real life, and this is what I like. This is just sit here watching the people do their own things. This is not center of town. This is just what people do. This is their life. They have a meal here. So this is the people passing by here are just doing the daily things. There's something about it that I like, to just have a beer in a situation like this. Look. There's a little church there. Big houses. And a busy street. And I'm sitting here alone and having a great meal and a great time. You don't have to be in the city center or anywhere to enjoy life. That sounds crazy, but it is true. So this is what I love doing. Let me see if that, yeah, it's okay. This is what I love doing. I just go out there, don't have an agenda. Well, I really didn't. I went to the Alhambra today. That was the only thing, and I decided to walk back. And then you walk back and you find yourself in a medieval market. So I took these pictures with these two animals. Now, these animals are trained, and all the money made from the pictures goes straight into the preservation of the animal. So I checked. Normally I wouldn't do it because I think it's a bit of an ego thing, but I couldn't help myself. Look at how beautiful these animals are. Gee. So this is just a normal part of the city, not the center, some kind of suburb that I walked through when I went back to the camper van. And this is what I found. This guy was just letting people take pictures with these animals, and they were well fed, trained, and all the money straight goes to the preservation of these animals in the wild. So I thought, you know what? Normally I don't do this shit, but when it's for a good cause, I will. Okay, so I wasn't really sure that I'm allowed to walk here, but it's a bit of a road and Google Maps says I can, so let's see what happens. Hope I don't get arrested. Look at the back there, man. What a view to walk towards too. Wow. So, then you're absolutely walking in the middle of nowhere. Oh, look at that. I'm glad it's not summer and 40 degrees. I would have died. But now it's like 21, 22. And they said it will rain. That means it's going to be clouded, which is perfect for walking. So yeah, I got 25 minutes to go. Yeehaw. Now the only thing I missed ever since I went away is to have a hot shower. So I just had one there when the picture was taken. This is actually my view from behind the truck, and this is at night. I could sleep